Okay, I'm doing a video of my carbon fiber skin that I'm going to be doing. Now this is the prep work I'm doing. So anybody's interested in doing this, this is the foam after you take the vinyl garbage off. And this is the one that's stripped down. Now what I'm doing is because stuff is very, very thin and fragile. And what I'm going to do is, after I sand this down, there's still a little bit of foam, just you can see the white little patches, but it's real thin stuff. It's nothing to worry about. But what I am going to do is I'm going to use this. This turns into like a plastic, and it soaks into the cardboard that this stuff's made out of. And that's what all this is cardboard. Just fiber board is all it is. You can see right there, it's just fiber. Sort of like fiberglass, but it's wood or something. But anyway, I'm using this, and it just soaks in. You just put it in there and then paint it on a brush, and it clears. It goes, once it goes on and it dries, it soaks in and turns clear, so you won't know it's on there. So I'm going to show you. I've already did the back of it. Like I've already painted, and all it does is it stiffens up the cardboard, so it gives it a little bit more rigidity and it makes it a little bit stronger. And there's some weak points in these things. And this is off of a 3000 GT. There's some weak points, and this was one of them. I had to fix this little piece of trim of cardboard. I had to glue it to this metal trim piece here, and then I soaked it with that stuff there, and it's a whole lot stronger. I mean, it still moves, but it's stronger. It holds very good. So what I'm going to do is show you. Trying to do my phone. Now this is just a prep work. So if you want to find out how this turns out, you'll like and subscribe and follow my videos. So help support my channel. I mean, my channel hasn't been around very long, but I do all kinds of other stuff. If you watch my channel, you can see. But this is what color the stuff is. It's like a milky tan color. And I'll show you. It's tan, but you can mix a little bit of water. This is what it does, is it converts rust. You can paint metal and stuff with it, and it's not a paint. It's like a plastic once it dries. If it dried in this cup right now, it would dry solid like a piece of plastic. And what I do is, and I'm going to go over top of this, is I just take a little bit, and it'll be tan before it, like I said, before it dries. Take your brush, and it's real runny, so you got to be quick, and you don't need a ton of it. You just have to, and you want to go over the weak spots, like where the screw holes go. That's where you would definitely want to get. Now I'm going to do this whole thing, and you'll see what color it goes on. It's like a real light tan color, not quite white. It looks white, I'd say, in the camera, but, and this will allow me to sand it, prepare for the epoxy and the carbon fiber weave that's going to go over top of this. So this is all this is prep work. And if you want to know the name of this stuff, it's Rustex. It eliminates rust. You can put it straight on a frame or anything like that once you clean the stuff off, but it looks great. It works great for something like this. You can actually waterproof wood with it. It soaks right into, it's almost like water, and it soaks right in, and then after it dries, it turns like into a plastic. I've had this stuff for a long time, and I've had it for years, and it keeps for a long time. So, and it definitely works for this, trying to keep this from coming apart, because you can see right there's one of my screw holes for when my speaker cover went on, and it's like broke clear through. So this will actually give it a place to where it'll hook to, and strengthen that to where it'll enforce it. So basically, like putting an epoxy in this is basically what it is. It's just not epoxy. This stuff's a lot thinner, and it soaks in the wood. Epoxy would just sit on top of it, but it does work. I've used it before, so this is the first time me doing a carbon fiber weave. So if you're a bit beginner or something, you just following to see, you know, what kind of problems I'm going to run into. This is just a